Well, apparently I was wrong and I was right. What I was wrong about was the Google tax not affecting, or only affecting those outside the US. So from my understanding, those in the US have to pay the 24% tax, and those of us outside the US, if we don't submit our tax information, then it is assumed we live in the US, and that's why we get the default 24% tax. It was nice and quiet. As soon as I start talking, all the traffic's going by. So, what I was right about, tax info is my social insurance number, if I can say that. Go away, cards, holy cow. So, I'm now faced with a decision. I'm not so sure I want to trust Google with my social insurance number, but if I don't, then they're going to take 24% of my earnings by default. If I do, then Canada does have a tax treaty with the US, so there's a possibility I won't pay any taxes whatsoever. I'm faced with that decision. Because the way I'm looking at it right now, even if they take 24%, it's still free money, you know. I'm doing what I'm doing anyways, I'm just getting paid for it, which is nice. So that's why I consider it free money, because it's like it's something I'm doing anyways. So, issue is, I'm kind of relying on it now. It's nice having that extra little bit each month. And if I don't submit any information, then it's going to drop down to every 2 months, because it's going to take me 2 months to reach that $100 threshold. So I'm back up to 130 now, as of last night when I looked at it. So that will give me payment every month again. But I'm looking at the future. All the price increases I was talking about are starting to be noticeable now. And ODSP does not compensate for inflation. It's a set rate. I get a 1% raise every year as it is. That's it. It's, you know, minimum wage goes up, which causes everything else to go up to compensate. My pay doesn't go up. So, you know, I'm gonna need that extra money every month. And once Michelle leaves, it takes a while to get into care homes, so who knows how long it's going to take. But once she leaves, it's going to leave 3 of us to, you know, pay for everything. And I'm going to need extra money for that. And then if Zach ends up joining the Navy like he wants to, it's just going to be Ken and I, and things are going to be really, really tight. Because ODSP only pays, I think it's a maximum $440 for rent. So between the 2 of us, it's going to be $500 each. And then all the bills on top of that, you know, split between 2 of us, it's going to be rough. Don't have any extra for luxuries, that's for sure. So, 2 lonely degrees today. It's windy. It's just an icky, dull, overcast day. The rain's moved out. I looked at the radar before I left. It's all moving away. There's nothing around us now. It rained pretty good during the night. But I'm going to say be positive. It's above freezing. but it's too cold for me to do much of anything. So all I'm doing today is I'm going to Timmy's and the post office. That's all I have planned. So we'll kind of see what happens after that. I might go sit down at the river for a minute or two or something, I don't know. But don't plan to do anything else. It's just one of those days where, yeah, if Roll Up the Rim wasn't on right now, I wouldn't even go out. But like I say, I have to go every day. I gotta get that, that winner. Especially this year, where every roll is a win. I don't get that play again. So, but that's what my plans are for today anyways. As for my camera's messing up. This one's kind of straightforward. Charger port. The one I'm holding, same thing. When I put it in the waterproof case yesterday, I started recording before I did anything else, so I know it was recording. And when I checked, when I got home last night, there were no files whatsoever on the camera. It's recording right now, hand holding, but it didn't record anything mounted to the scooter. So I don't know what's up with that, but apparently it's not just my cameras that are failing me. I have an issue with my computer monitor. I've noticed it the last few days. After 2 hours of no use, it falls asleep, shuts down, and then when it wakes up, the screen flickers for about 30 seconds. So that tells me it's failing. I'm gonna have to replace it soon. I should get a new one beforehand, because if that fails, I'm kind of screwed. And apparently my surround sound system might be going. I don't know if I've showed you this before. It's really something. It's got the subwoofer that's got all the controls on it, and it's got 5 speakers and a remote. I bought that from Walmart in 2003. It was a Boxing Day special, and Walmart has specials now and then where they have products only for those particular events, and this was one of those. It was a Boxing Day deal. It was only available for Boxing Day. I paid $50 for it, and it's an amazing piece of equipment. I'm really surprised at the quality of it. It's got really serious bass to it. Crank it up full volume, there's no distortion. It's just absolutely amazing for what it is. And the fact that it's lasted all this time, that's what, 2003 would be 17 years. If I bought it at Boxing Day, man, Boxing Day to 2020 would be 17 years. So, I got my money's worth out of it, that's for sure. All the cheap crap that's out there today, you're lucky to get a year or two out of them. So I might have to replace that. That's kind of important. I don't have any kind of backup system. I don't know. I'm sure I could rig something up. So a speaker directly to the back of the computer, a single speaker. Just use the computer's volume control. Or maybe put a knob on it. I don't know. I might be able to work something out, but there's just no time to do that. But I was watching a video last night while I was working, or listening to a video while I was working on my own video, and I hear a click and the sound went off. Oh no. So I started checking on different things. It went into mute mode, and my remote sitting there, it doesn't get used unless the power goes off. Then I have to set everything again because it goes into factory default, and so nothing hit the remote. And I went talked to Zach to see if he had a remote that he was using, and it just happened to be the same frequency. Nope, nothing. And then it went in, it changed sources. Because it's got multiple inputs, you can get audio from different sources. I went through those, and apparently that had changed too. So I think it might be going. I don't know. So everything wants to fail on me now. And I can't replace everything at once. I'm still trying to replace the hard drive that I lost. Where I lost all my 2020 videos, my scooter videos. I'm still trying to replace that, and I haven't had a chance to, because right now replacing my SD cam's the most important thing. So that's the first thing on my list. And it's kind of gradually work on things, I guess. A little bit at a time. But I gotta go out. I am chilled today, holy smokes. It's really, really damp. Definitely a glove day today, that's for sure. Well, I got back and this camera's still recording. Both of them are still recording, although this one doesn't have the charger light on. But blue light's flashing, so it's still recording. Yeah, I don't know what to... That thing wants to work forever. So apparently we got more rain overnight than I thought we did. I noticed the one river was kind of up a little bit, spilling over its bank, so I went over to check it out. And I went behind Vita Mart, and there's a whole lot of flooding back there. I didn't have a choice, I had to drive through it. So I tried to pick the least deepest place to go through. It was still pretty deep, but not deep enough to make me worry. And then I just kind of ended up going for a drive that I didn't plan on doing. It's okay. So I'm driving through where the trailer park was. It's been sold. It's so weird not seeing trailers in there. It's all empty. Most of the utilities have been removed. The washroom, and I'm guessing there were showers there too, considering the size of it, it's gone. The storage building is gone. It's all open now. It's just really weird looking. So I don't know what the plans are, what's going in there or anything, but the only thing I remember was the stipulation to selling it was whoever buys it, they have to maintain access to the trail, so I'll still be able to go through there. It's just strange seeing it empty like that, because there was a lot of permanent trailers in there. Not permanent, but year-round. They never move, they're always there. So I don't know. One guy I used to talk to all the time, he had his for sale the last couple of years. I don't know if he ever sold it or not, but a lot of them had their wooden decks, permanent decks on the side of them. So kind of like a second home, more or less, summer home. So I guess they had to move somewhere else. It's just strange seeing that. So I guess that's it. I got nothing else to talk about today. Nothing that I can think of anyway, so I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.